Here we are again. Welcome to Throwing Wrenches Garage. We're actually in the garage today because it's about 4,000 degrees with about 150% humidity out. Literally all we've done is sort of clean up a little bit here in the garage, and I think Declan vacuumed the inside of the car out. I moved some stuff around and I am like drenched in sweat already, so it's going to be a fun one. Today we're going to bounce around just a little bit. So the first thing that we want to make sure that we do is drop the oil on this thing. We talked about it a little bit in the last video that this thing's making a real funky noise when it runs. Last time when we were cleaning it, we also checked the oil and it's way over full and it looks pretty clean, which leads me to believe that maybe somebody was trying to artificially pump up the oil pressure by putting too much oil in. Never a good idea. And trying to make that noise go away with just super amounts of oil. So I don't hold out really good hope that this is going to be in good condition, but we're going to change the oil on it anyway just to see if we're getting any glitter coming out of the oil in the pan. That's going to let us know what our sort of next steps forward are with the motor and what we should be doing. We're also going to be doing a little bit of a upholstery cleaning today. There are no seats in the car right now. We took them all out of there, which makes moving it around a little tricky because you got to do everything through the windows and can't get inside.
Sharp metal hurts.
Yeah. So we're going to do a clean on the seats. We've got some new toys that I just grabbed off of Amazon. We've got a carpet cleaner, this little portable carpet cleaner, and a portable steam cleaner. So between the two of those, we're going to clean up those seats. So that's where we're headed off to today. So not exactly thrilling stuff, but it's going to be the first time that Declan's really done an oil change. We're going to make him step through it. So it'll be new to him, and then who knows? Maybe we see glitter, maybe we don't.
Hopefully.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope we don't see glitter, and I hope we just realize that this just needs, a thicker oil, and maybe she's a little aged, but
A little.
Yeah, and maybe it hadn't run for long enough that the oil just hadn't pumped itself up. And I mean, we might have an oil pressure issue too. That's entirely possible because I was not in the car looking at gauges when it ran when we tested it. So it could entirely have an oil pressure problem. So we'll find out some of those things. It's all going to start with dropping the oil. So let's get to that next. And first things first, we'll jack the sucker up. All right, here we sit. Declan's on the job here. All right, so can you see there should be a little bolt head sticking out there on the oil pan.
Oh,
you see it?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So that's what you're going to be taking off. That's the only thing between this car and oil spilling into that tank, okay? Your wrench for it is right here. I already checked it. That's a ratcheting wrench, so you probably won't need that. It won't come out. It won't be that deep in.
Oh no, wait, which way do I move it?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Well, yeah, but like with the ratchet, it's different.
There should be a little arrow on the ratchet that actually shows you the direction that it's going to work in.
Yeah.
On that side, and then if it's, you flip it if it's off. That's tightening it.
Well, I tried.
50-50 shot, right? As soon as it gets finger tight, then you can pull the wrench away and just, well, I would move that. It's going to squirt out at an angle. Yeah, there you go. And you can just drop the bolt once it's loose. You don't have to hang on to it. We'll know where to find it. Oh, so close. It's not looking too shiny from here.
It's making a weird noise. Jeez.
Does it seem glittery to you? Do you see shiny stuff in there?
No, it's like all black.
Alright. That's not a bad sign. So, if there was in fact problems with the bearings, if they're worn, if anything's worn in here and it's going to leave metal inside the case, and that'll be in the oil, and it doesn't matter like how many times you change the oil. it's still gonna be there. You'll still see some.
Smells good.
And where we're really gonna find it is in the oil filter. So while that's draining, take a peek upwards. There should be a white canister there.
Yeah.
That's your oil filter. So that's got to come off too, but we don't have to take that off until this is pretty well done draining. Just watch that stream. You might need to move the bucket again. There was a lot of oil in here, like way too much.
Yeah.
You have to go to the bathroom now? Alright, so on the ground over here is your oil filter wrench.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So play with that a little bit because you'll notice that when you twist that, the hoop will close. So it really you want to only use it for taking oil filters off, right? So that motion tightens that band and that allows you to take it off. Also, it articulates, so that handle rotates on there.
Yes.
It should not rotate. It rotates other axis.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. So that you can get in there and grab it. So you just have to make sure you put it on the right direction, so that you're taking it off, righty tighty. But you can take off the oil filter with that, and the same thing. You can just let it drop once it gets in there. But this one, the oil is going to drain like straight down, so you don't have to worry about any angles.
Oh, there's more oil.
Oh yeah, there shouldn't be a lot more, but there'll be more. Take a look at that oil filter plug, the drain plug.
This?
Nope, you just knocked it over. The actual drain plug that you took out. Yep. Take a look at the bottom of that, the part that's in the oil. Does it have any metal on it? It might not be magnetic. They sometimes aren't.
I don't know.
No? Okay.
I don't know.
I'll check it out. The real place we're going to tell is, if you're not seeing it there, where we're really going to see it is in the oil filter, because it will pick up a lot. It shouldn't be on there crazy tight, but you never know.
Which way does it? Wait, think it has a thing there?
Lefty loosey, ready tighty, same thing as you're looking at it. And that strap is only going to work in one direction. The other direction will just open the band, so. You get it?
No. But it's like not grasping onto it. I think I'm just bad at this.
No, it's not easy to do.
This thing is very small.
Is the oil filter small?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Oh.
I never told you this was a glamorous job. That was never part of it. Just drop her in. Nice. All right, now you can plug up. You can plug this up.
Should have like grabbed her.
You want to be very careful threading these in. They cross thread very easily, so make sure it goes in nice and smooth and easy all the way. Good. And you do not want to crank down on this like Magilla Gorilla when you tighten it up with the wrench either. So your wrench is right here. You can just do the open inside if you don't want to mess around with it.
Am I untightening it?
No, you're tightening it.
Okay.
Remember, when you hear the ratcheting sound, that's the direction it's not working. Good. All right, now let me get you the oil filter. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit heavier because it's going to be full. But the same thing, you're going to screw that on by hand. So no wrenches to put these on, only to take them off. And make sure it just threads on nice and smooth, don't force anything. Get it as tight as you can get it by hand, within reason. Alright, sweet. Well, you can come out of there, drag the tools out, and drag the pan. Yep. Oh no, there's glitter.
There's glitter?
Yep.
Is that what those little bubbles are?
Yeah, well, not bubbles, but I'm just going to move this for the light.
They look like
See the shininess?
kind of?
Yeah. There's metal in there. It's pretty glittery. Alright, why don't you try your best to wipe that down and we'll on the bed. Oh, don't get it all over the ground. Wipe that off and then we'll get this cut open. Alright, so we're going to crack this puppy open. So even though we just changed the oil on this, the oil does definitely look glittery, so I'm pretty sure we got issues. We're going to cut the filter open just to be sure. Filter cutter, Amazon, cheap stuff. I actually think these are great to have if you've got an older vehicle because I pretty much cut the filter open on every oil change just to make sure that there's nothing spooky going on. Oh, super slick.
Yeah.
Over, so we're going to go to the oil pan first and just dump out the oil because there's still a bunch left in here. Oh, can you see how much glitter is in that? Can you get a close up?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, this is like a stripper's bath. That is not good. Oh yeah. She's eating herself up.
Well, could that be a reason for any of the bad things, though?
Yep. Oh yeah, there's glitter. You can see it in here too. It's in the paper.
Uh-huh.
Can you see how shiny it is in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Motor's coming out. Not today. But if you let the nozzle touch it, it's going to start to suck. So this is what that took out. That's foul. It's
Yeah.
really gross, very, very dark brown. And that was all in the seats. Actually, that's one seat. One seat.
I bet the passenger side's gonna be way worse. Like the back seats.
I would imagine the driver's seat's probably the worst one, because that's the one that gets the most action, right?
I guess.
So I would think it's the worst one, but we'll see. The passenger seat on the left has not been touched. That's still got all the old baking soda on it. But you can see, even aside from the baking soda, it's just like yellowed and gross. And you can really see that stain in there. And of course, everything's all munged up on the plastic and gross. So hopefully it's going to look just like the driver's side seat once we're done, which I don't think either one of us would have a problem sitting in. So.
It doesn't look as disgusting.
No, it's not as gross. It's not objectionable. There's no worry that like some sort of government agency is going to shut us down for it. The steam's great for blasting into like little crevices where you can't really
reach.
Yeah.
Did I get that?
Nah, don't bother with that. We're just going to lubricate that and be done with it.
You can see the grossness coming up.
Well, that definitely did it. And look in there and see how clean that got everything. All that plastic is really pretty cleaned up. I mean, it's just scuffed and abraded. Not much we can do about that. As done as we're going to get them, yeah? So I'm going to suggest we set them up in the sunshine to dry out. What do you think?
Okay.
Not like you're going to get any more. Alright, so while Declan is cleaning up the interior, he's right now cleaning the door cards with the washers, the upholstery cleaner, and with the steamer. I'm taking up to try to fix these armrests. These are chronic on these third gens, that these armrests separate. You can see what's happening here. The actual foam and plastic is separated from the interior structure of this piece. Now, unfortunately, I have not been able to locate anybody who actually remanufactures these with a fix. And where you can find them as sort of new used or new old equipment, they go for like $200 to $300 a piece, and we are not spending that. However, there is a way to repair these with a flexible adhesive. We're going to use shoe goo. So what I'm going to be doing first here is scuffing up the inside of this plastic, where we're going to put in the bonding agent, the adhesive, to get this foam to stick to the plastic. We're also going to jam some of it in between this outer rubber or outer plastic and the foam too, to try to get it all together. And then we will clamp it with some pieces of wood and some clamps, and then we'll pray and hope that everything sticks and stays there. But from everything the interwebs tells me, we should be able to get this fixed this way. We'll give this a shot. We're going to squirt some in here and then spread that around. And I am not being shy about this stuff. right, let's try this again. All right, just like that, it's set. So now it's 12 hours in wait. So Declan has been working his magic on the interior, on the door cards. Already looking so much better. You can't really see now. Let me put this up. Well, I guess you can on this side a little bit. You can see where the armrest was, what the door card used to look like, but now it's actually pretty clean otherwise. You can use a wipe down. The steam clean doesn't actually pull stuff off, so we still have to give her a wipe, but that has definitely pulled the grime from the surface. This is going to look really good when it's all cleaned up. Strong work. So we just blew what, like, I think 5 hours, maybe 6 hours out here. Well, there's a little break for lunch in between, but we got a fair amount accomplished today. So we got your oil changed, right?
Yeah.
Found more glitter in the oil than we wanted to see. It looked like, you know, the Florida strip club that was completely covered in glitter. So was the filter. So it's really fine glitter. So we're hoping there's nothing major broken in there, and this is just worn bearings, which wouldn't be surprising with a car with 90,000 miles on it that I'm sure somebody beat on at least a few times. So we sort of stopped what we were doing with the motor there and then went straight to the seats. Seats are really clean now, right? I mean, they're the upholstery cleaner and that steam cleaner together did kind of an amazing job. So I'm not horrified to sit in them now, are you?
No.
No.
Seems enjoyable.
Yeah. And the smell's gone, like from the seats and the inside of the car.
No more mouthpiece smell.
The smell's gone. Declan got the door cards clean on the inside. That's kind of amazing. Those things I never thought would look as good as they do. And we've got the armrests in a state of repair. So still be a question for me as to how they actually come out. They're sitting over there on the side. They're clamped down. They've got the shoe goo in them. I'm told the shoe goo works, so we're going to find out if it does tomorrow. and if it has worked, then we'll find out if we actually clamped it all correctly and we got everything in place so that it's going to hold. So those are some big things down off of our list. I know Declan's going to try to do a lot more cleaning this week. Next time, not sure what we'll be doing, but we'll find something. We got a long checklist sitting at the wall. We managed to get some things crossed off, but I feel like for every 2 things we get crossed off, we put 1 thing back on, at least, right? So, and that's the way it goes.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah, that's the way it goes with these projects, but it's fun so far. I wish it wasn't so hot today. We got drenched in sweat, but thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again soon.